Good morning, gardeners. This is Vicki, gardening in Zone 5B. I realized I was going through my videos and I realized it's been a really long time since I've done an update on this front border in front of my house. And I came to a decision today. It's pretty drastic actually, but I wanted to get kind of a before photo or video of before I make these big changes. So, I have multiple hydrangeas in this border. I had intended for this to be basically mostly hydrangeas, but I'm getting a lot of what I think is just stress from sun and heat. And so even though I am in Iowa, right over the border of Nebraska, and you know, it's not as hot here as it is, say, down in the south, we do get temperatures up into, you know, the upper 90s and even over 100 sometimes. And these hydrangeas that are out here in mostly full sun for most of the day, looks like they just can't handle it. So I have made the decision I'm going to transplant almost all of these hydrangeas. There's one in that corner, one there, one here, a small one there, another one here. I want to move all of these at a minimum because all of them have that burning on the side of the leaves, especially on this side that faces the west sun. And then this is south facing this direction. So these hydrangeas are basically getting south and west sun exposure, which is probably the worst thing for them. As I'm getting better as a gardener, I'm just realizing that right plant, right place is more important than my vision that I had in my mind for how I wanted this to look. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to be planting a lot of roses in place of these hydrangeas. And my east garden, which is far more shaded over there, I'll take around to that here in a minute. That garden I was planning to put a lot of roses in, but that doesn't even make sense because it's shady over there and roses like a lot of sun. So I'm just gonna flip-flop my whole design idea and go for mostly roses in the front and mostly hydrangeas around the side. And yeah, we'll go from there. So anyway, let's do a quick before tour. This is some sedum, which is nicely in bloom right now. That is, what do you call them? I'm drawing a total blank. Lace cap hydrangea. This right here is some goldenrod that my neighbor across the street, Mary, she gave me some of this when it was really little and said that it was, what did she say it was? A totally different plant. This kind of plant. Crap, I'll put the label on it because I forgot. I'm having a brain fart. Anyway, it's goldenrod. That's going to start blooming here pretty soon and be yellow, but that's okay. I need goldenrod. I don't have any in my garden, and it's important for the pollinators. I've got some Oriental lilies back there that have already bloomed and they're done basically. These cosmos that are looking kind of sad in that corner, I transplanted those from my terrace garden down there. And next year, hopefully they'll reseed and look really cute in that corner. I wanted to have some, but just not as many as I did have down in the terrace garden. This right here is my black lace elderberry bush. And if any of you, I know I only have like 4 subscribers, but anybody who happens to watch my older videos, this was like maybe a foot tall last year. So it's as tall as me now, and I'm 5'2". So that's pretty cool. Forget the name of this, but it's got those really cool pink berries. And that right there is a Gara. I'm a really big fan of Gara when it's in bloom, and I had been wanting some forever, and I finally found some on clearance, so I got that plant over there. and another one right down there that I'll show you here in a minute. This is another hydrangea. I believe that this is, I want to say it's Invincible Spirit too, but I'm not 100% sure. These are some iris that I transplanted. I got those free off of Facebook. So they're looking kind of crappy this year, but next year they'll come back pretty. A little teeny boxwood. This I'm pretty sure is called windflower or anemone flower, and it looks like it's about to bloom. I also heard this spread really badly, so I'm kind of debating on whether I should leave it there or put it in a pot or what. I need to make a decision about that soon. And another hydrangea. This right here is a little pink Veronica. A foxtrot pennisetum. More iris that I got for free off of Facebook. Here's my other Gara. This is a different kind. So I believe they're going to both have pink flowers, but this one is less of a bright pink, I believe. We'll find out. My hardy hibiscus, which is finally looking healthy again. I transplanted it kind of in like late spring. All I did was move it back about a foot because it was getting so big that I was like, this thing really needs more space. And if I tuck it back in that corner, it can really fill out this whole area, and I'd be fine with that. So it's finally looking like it's recovered from having its roots disturbed. We're about to have a really hot streak of weather in the next like week and a half. So we'll see how that holds up. This hydrangea right here, I am almost certain is the ruby. Its flowers have a different color and kind of like a silver on the top of them. They're really cool. I want to get more of those. That right there is a bobo. I think this one can stay. It's shaded enough of the day. I do see a tiny bit of, where did it go? What looks like maybe like leaf burn from the sun. Just on this west side. But it's not as bad as the other ones. So I think I'm going to leave that one. Another hydrangea here. That one can stay. And another hydrangea over here, which can also stay. And I have no idea what kind these are. I think this one right here is an Invincible Spirit 2 based on the color of its little flower. And then these I think are also Invincible. I cut a bunch of flowers off of this earlier this year. It had some big ones on it, and I dried them and brought them inside. So the hydrangeas are going to get moved to this east side yard, which only has sun for, you know, like the first half of the day, and it's not even full sun. It's like partly shady the first half of the day, and then when the sun goes over behind my house, it's pretty shaded for the second part of the day. So I think the hydrangeas will be really happy on this side of the yard, and I think that all the roses I was planning to plant on this side of the yard would do much better in the front. So that's my big plan. Speaking of roses, you're going to have to pardon the fact that this part of my garden is not done. I need to lay down cardboard and remulch in this area, but I just planted today, what is it, August 17th? I planted this Tchaikovsky, I'm not sure I'm saying it right. It's a beautiful yellow rose, and also this one is called Distant Drums, and I don't even know how to describe the color of this one. You guys, it's like pink and bronze and yellow. It's so cool. Very excited for that one. Then I also have a few other roses that I've already moved up here from my back from last year. So unfortunately, I don't know what type these are, because this one right here was supposed to be a New Dawn Climbing Rose. And I am 100% sure that that's not what that is. This one right here is Iceberg. I do know what this one is. This is Iceberg. Has no blooms right now. And then this one that is kind of buried at the moment. Oh no. I really need to... Oh no, I totally broke this one. Okay, see, this is the problem. I need to get this yard excavated. Alright, well, if this one survives, it has pink flowers. But again, I don't know what type they are because I bought these from Walmart as New Dawn Climbing Roses. And they were like those bare root $8 bag roses, you know. And unfortunately, that's not what they are. So I've got 2 mystery roses there. But that's okay. Roses are beautiful, and if they survive and thrive, the colors are pretty enough, I'll be happy with them, even though I don't know what they are. This down here is my terrace garden. See other videos. The top, well, okay, so there's technically 3 levels. I finally got the bottom level done. I'll take you down there and look at that in a minute. But the second level, totally a disaster. This is a project for next year. And this top level right here won't take me as long as the second level, but I still need to go in, lay down cardboard, rip out as much grass as I can, lay down the cardboard, lay down the mulch, and get this looking better. I just can't afford enough mulch to do the same thing on those bottom 2 levels because they go, I think they're like 100 feet from like side to side, and it would just cost too much. So I'm going to take you down for a quick look at my bottom terrace. Just pause. Okay, so now we're at the bottom level. This is pretty much my big accomplishment this year. Last year, the top and the bottom were completely overgrown with weeds and grass, just like you see that middle layer is. And I was able to get this bottom layer completely planted up the way I want it. The only thing that's missing is mulch or compost, which I hope to be getting in the next couple weeks. So hopefully by the time this garden goes to bed for winter, this bottom level will be done. And then I can just focus on that mid-level next year. And once I get that done, oh man, my front yard is gonna look so much better. Okay guys, well thanks for watching.